The oil palm, scientifically known as Ileus guinensis, originated from West Africa. 4 seedlings were taken to Amsterdam, Netherlands, and from there via Mauritius or Reunion Island to Indonesia's Bogor Botanical Gardens in 1848. The seeds from Bogor were used for the ornamental planting of oil palm along the streets of Deli in Medan, Sumatra. In around 1911 and 1912, Deli Dura oil palm seeds were brought from Sumatra to Rantau Panjang in Kuala Selangor, Malaya. In 1917, French planter Henri Fauconnier established Malaysia's first commercial oil palm estate in Tenamaram Estate, Batang Berjuntai, Selangor. Besides planting, the country also carried out research and development as early as 1922, initially by the Department of Agriculture. In 1969, this role was taken over by Mardi and subsequently by Porim in 1979 and then MPOB in the year 2000. The oil palm industry developed rapidly through the efforts of pioneer plantation companies from the early 1920s to 1950s. The formation of Felda on the 1st of July 1956 was a turning point for the industry. It led to the establishment of Felda Taib Anda in Kulai Johor in 1961, which was the first Felda scheme planted with oil palm. In the 1970s, the Malaysian palm oil industry moved downstream into the refining of crude palm oil, crude palm kernel oil, and the manufacture of various processed products locally. Throughout, the government played a strategic role in the growth of the industry.
Geran 30 juta ringgit disediakan melalui MPOB untuk penanaman semula kelapa sawit oleh pekebun kecil.
In 1972, the Ministry of Primary Industries was established. This was followed by the establishment of Porla in 1977 and Porim in 1979 to further move the industry forward. These 2 latter agencies were merged to form MPOB in 2000. In 2004, the Ministry of Primary Industries was restructured as the Ministry of Plantation Industries and Commodities. Meanwhile, the industry entered a new phase in 1985 that saw the birth of the value-added palm-based oleochemicals sector. The new millennium marked another turning point with the launch of the National Biofuel Policy in 2006. As part of the National Transformation Agenda, the government identified the oil palm industry as a national key economic area in 2011. The industry is targeted to generate 178 billion ringgit in gross national income by 2020. Research and development initiatives by MPOB in the upstream and downstream sectors continued unabated. To date, 630 new technologies and 327 patents have been generated for commercialization. Over the past 100 years, the Malaysian palm oil industry has chalked up an impressive string of achievements. There are now 5.74 million hectares of oil palm, and the industry employs 4 million people directly and indirectly, including 650,000 smallholders. Smallholders are now enjoying better revenue. Malaysian palm oil and its products are sold in more than 200 countries, generating 67.6 billion ringgit in export revenue in 2016. The highest ever export earnings was 83.3 billion ringgit, recorded in 2011. This year, 2017, Malaysia celebrates the 100th anniversary of commercial oil palm cultivation, The future of the industry will continue to be shaped by the National Transformation Plan 2050 for the benefit of future generations. Malaysia is indeed blessed by the arrival of oil palm on its shores. It has turned out to be nature's gift to Malaysia and Malaysia's gift to the world.